Congrats.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been too long. It's obviously it's a much better feeling than we've been able to enjoy here over the last while. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying that over an 8-game losing streak like that, a lot of negative energy builds up, and after a game like this, where the breaks go your way and you play the way you want for the most part.
Yeah, you hope that you can build on it, but I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because we didn't paint a Mona Lisa here tonight. And we know we're going to play a Boston team, but we should feel good about ourselves because we've had a lot of things that have been negative for us. And so let's enjoy the win and let's get ourselves ready tomorrow to play a real tough opponent in the Boston Bruins.
David Clarkson's the first one to admit that he's had a rough season, and he scores a big goal tonight. Do you hope that can be a turning point, even though it's late in the year for him?
Well, for sure. And what we try to do is again, when things aren't going well for an individual, you'd like to see him, do the other little things and continue to try to make a contribution. And he's tried to do that in some instances, and where he's had to fight for the team. He's dropped the gloves for teammates and stuff like that. So that's more of the assets that don't go on the score sheet, So again, we need people to step up, and we need people to shake the cobwebs or the doldrums in which we've been in, and get ourselves going. And tonight was a game there was no whistles in the first period. It must have been the fastest first period ever. There wasn't like 3 whistles, it seemed. It was just back and forth, and it wasn't a lot of physical play, but there's a lot of puck movement, a lot of skating.
Randy, besides the win itself, what was the most encouraging part of the game for you? What did you like the most?
Well, I think we finally found a way to have a lead, and we still found a way to make it exciting. Though the entertainment value was a little too high for coaches, when you see the things like Mason Raymond iced the puck, nobody around him, there's a foot. He's trying so hard not to be, a guy that's going to turn the puck over, and that's the type of stuff that you recognize how really tense they are, because any other day he knows the red line's there, but he was maybe 2 feet away from it and iced the puck. So those are the signals that you just got to breathe a little bit deeper and try and calm.
Dave Bolin may not be all the way back the way he'd want to be, but how much do you enjoy having him back, that you can have a presence like that in late game situations?
Well, again, with Boley, he finds a way to get on the score sheet and score important goals. And, I don't know how he scored the goal tonight. What did it do? It was like the puck was in the corner and somehow, yeah, whatever. He swept the puck across the goal crease, right, and hit somebody's foot and went in the net. But that's where Boley, if you remember all the goals that he scored outside of the one I think here with a slap shot, most of those goals are from the 10 or 15 foot range, and there doesn't seem to be any goalie in the net.
Isn't that
Good for him.
Isn't that the kind of goal that's been getting scored on you?
For sure, multiples. Finding ways to get over the line against us. So hopefully, this is going to turn the tide for us. But just going to enjoy it for 5 or 10 minutes.
Is there any significance you could attach to the 2 Daves coming through in the third period for you?
Dave Bolin and Dave Clarkson. Other than the fact they're both from Etobicoke, I guess, and they're both start with Dave. I guess we'll take it if they can do that every night. I don't know. Other than that, I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't even think of that. I just look at them as a member of our team now. You don't think back of what the summer was. There's been a lot of water went under the bridge here.
Is that foot still bothering Phil Kessel?
We only got hit on it 3 times tonight, so it's like here it is, hit me. He had the sign on his foot, obviously. Oh yeah. I don't react to those things because usually that becomes a huge negative because that's when confrontations start and those things. I just step away.